Hello and welcome to another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Let's fucking go.
Captain...
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested. Where the hell did you get to, you blockhead?
I can't tell you where I was. I mean, I don't know. I got lost.
You got a problem with your eyes, son?
No, just... I get a bit confused sometimes.
So I see. How in God's name could you get lost?
It just happened.
It just happened.
Anyway, I'd like to know whether you found that cart.
We found it, along with those two hands.
I see. And what actually happened?
It turned out, them hired hands of Radovans had ideas of their own. They made a deal with some robber baron by the name of Gules to take the cart to him with the goods. And they didn't cheat only Radovan. They tried it on Gules, too. Wanted to keep the loot for themselves. Only he caught them.
And you found all the goods?
More or less. You can tell Radovan he won't be seeing his hands again. I reckon that young fella was innocent in it. So we kept him to work off his debt. And that older one's decorating an alder tree near the road here.
All right, I'll tell him.
And next time Lord Sameen gives you a job, do what you're told, so I don't have to teach you a lesson.
I will, Captain.
Farewell.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Sameen's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Sameen, like you wanted. Lord Sameen and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
Well, of course. It wouldn't have looked good otherwise.
For sure. But what about them pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the start.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Sameen's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Sameen is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semine. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semine wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose.
Who's old and sick? I know.
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semine's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Troskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation. Thank you kindly, and come again, friend. I wouldn't want that mare as so big.
Go! Do you remember me?
Blimey, Henry! How could I forget you? And you couldn't have come at a better time, because I need help again.
Depends what it is.
Some wolves are killing my sheep again. I'll make it worth your while, if you get to the bottom of it.
All right, I'll help.
Blimey, you're a great fella. Just yesterday, they tore one apart over there on the path. See if they left any tracks. And when you find the bloodthirsty beasts, kill them all. May I finally have peace from them. I mean, it ain't that I don't trust you, but I'd rather see the wolf's ears with my own eyes. See you soon, my friend.
Come here! This must be the slaughtered sheep. Mutt won't have any trouble tracking them down.
Search.
Looks like I'm on their trail. These must be wolf tracks. Blood. I'm definitely on the right track now.
Sick!
I mustn't forget their ears.
Look what I have for you.
silly doggy. Why are you showing that off? Pathetic. You were beginning to make me nervous.
About the wolves.
Ah, I was just wondering if you'd be bringing me good news. Are they done for?
Aye, they are. Here's the proof.
So many of them. Blimey, you're a true hero. You deserve a reward. If you feel like helping some more herds boys, young Smoljik tends his flock between Tachov and Troskowitz. Or old Stanislav. You'll find him near the forest west of Troskowitz. I'm certain they'll be pleased to see you. God be with you, Henry.
Where are
I'd like to ask more of...
What more do you need to know? God's nails, you've got a job to do. Get on with it so we can get it done on time.
See you later.
What's new around?
Try asking around at that nomad camp up there in the rocks. I heard a woman there was looking for a blacksmith. A ranker, or something like that.
And wouldn't you know what she wants?
No, and I don't really care. These nomads are none of my business. And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you, blacksmith. What's new around?
I don't know. It's all...
What's new around?
I don't know about. It's all been quiet here. I wish you a blessed evening.
Excuse me? A tankard of ale, thanks.
Good evening to you.
What's...
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring... I have some here to say. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting. What's new around?
Nothing new. It's quiet.
What do you... Worried about the price?
Sure.
What would you say to...
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Aye, that'll do.
We'll start going sour now.
Take care.
I'm sorry.
It's already...
Good evening. What do you need?
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. You were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
To your health, my friend.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one." But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down a hole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias' body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used the silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe, then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Farewell.
3 ones.
Find the X in the story, what the fuck?
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
Hail.
Siegfried sent me. I helped him hunt some wolves.
Aye. You've come just in time. Those fucking wolves made their mother bitch burn in hell. They scattered my sheep all over the countryside. I caught all of them except one. I can't for the love of God find her. My master's already accused me of selling her.
Should I help you find her?
More like what's left of her. Aye. With a little luck, the wolves left her head intact, so just cut off her ear.
Right. Why the ear?
Because it's marked. Every farmer burns his own brand on his sheep so he can recognize them, hey? When Master sees that ear, he'll believe me. No one will buy a sheep without an ear. That'd be suspicious.
And what if I meet up with those wolves?
Aye. What do you think? Kill him.
Kill him. No.
All right, I'll look for your lost sheep. Well, for her ear, at least.
Thanks. I have enough work on my hands keeping my eyes on the rest of them. If it's not a hungry wolf, it's a hungry soldier.
Where should I start?
Aye. During all the ruckus, I saw the wolves run off down there into the forest. So I'd start there.
Farewell. And wash up a bit so you don't scare anyone, eh?
Oh,